Well, we're treating you not to go anywhere because today on the show, guess who and who we have? So we have Wendy Donko. She is an event stylist and, of course, CEO of Deco Talk. And she's a training manager as well. And then we have Deborah Jane Nelson of Think Mahogany, also an event manager and training manager. And we have Victoria Nashikakwe, CEO of Narik Company Limited. And guess who we dragged on the show? So in case you know Jojo Asabri, he's been married for 2 years, 3 years. 3 years, and I'm sure that he spent all his savings on his wedding, so we want to ask him all those questions and more. But yes, if you have anything to say as well, you know what to do at GH1TV on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram with the hashtag The Late Afternoon Show. We're talking weddings. We'll be right back.
I love my cocoa. It is Niche.
Niche milk and dark chocolate are for people of all ages. For bulk purchase and enquiries, contact us on 020-700014 or email us at confectionery@nishcoco.com. Check out our website www.nishcoco.com. Niche, taste of Ghana.
Hey, Nasco here, Nasco there, Nasco everywhere. Oh, my Christmas gonna be fun with Nasco every day. Yay! Dashing through the store for my Nasco holiday. So many things to choose. Yeah, titi swama, yay!
Don't miss out on the best Nasco deals this Christmas. Yeah, Titiso, big discounts. Buy a Nasco gas cooker for just 499 Ghana cedis. Nasco double door fridge for 899 Ghana cedis. 32-inch Nasco TV for 775 Ghana cedis. Nasco 55-inch satellite TV with DSTV Zapper for 2,399 Ghana cedis. And so much more. Yeah, Titiso kwata kwata. Be a part of the Nasco Ya Titiso promotion. For all these discounted items and more at all Nasco showrooms and authorized retailers, or call 0503-400-300 for more info. This offer is while stocks last. Nasco, bring home happiness.
Don't fear the sun. There's a new revolution against persisting spots and scars. Keratone presents the new BSC Black Spots Corrector. With its 3-in-1 formula, it eliminates all spots and marks that are on hands, feet and elbows. The B-carotene nourishes the skin. The DSP-10 protects from the sun, and the collagen regenerates the cells for efficient results. Your skin has never been so wonderful.
We are different people, but we are all connected by blood. When you save a life, you save an entire generation, including yourself. Be the reason why life continues. Donate blood on the 14th of February 2018 from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Save a life, brighten lives.
You're welcome back, and the conversation is just beginning. Like I said, I do have Wendy Donko of Deco Talk. Of course, she is an event stylist and training manager. And same for Think Mahogany's Debbie Jane Nelson. She is the CEO of Think Mahogany. And if you had a wedding and didn't ask her to plan it for you, then I'm sorry, but it's quite unfortunate. But anyways, Jojo Asabri is here as well. He is a married man, happily married man, and we want to find out how marriage has been like for him since 3 years ago when he said, I do. And finally, we have Victoria Nashikakwe of Narik Company Limited. She's the CEO. Now, she is a divorcee, and so we're trying to balance the conversation here, ask all about how it started, the wedding day itself and all of that. Let me start off with Debbie, because I see you post a lot of wedding stuff on your page. Think Mahogany. A lot of people would say, if I'm getting married, I need Debbie to handle it for me. Your wedding planner. When people come to you, what do they ask for?
Everybody comes to me asking for perfection. Everybody wants the best. So even if they were on a smaller budget, they still expect perfection.
When you say smaller budget, what is the...
Okay, I always say this thing, expense is relative. So if I gave somebody, let's say for argument's sake, 10,000 cedis as a budget, somebody might say it's too much. However, somebody might say, oh, that's cheap, I thought it'd be way more. You see, so one thing that I don't condone is when people come and say, oh, this person is so expensive. This No, they're not expensive. You simply can't afford them.
Okay.
And every vendor has a package usually.
Yeah.
So as a planner, once I look at your budget, I would recommend vendors that you can actually afford. I would not impose anybody on you.
Okay, so 10,000, what can it do? Let's say that's all I have for the entire wedding.
How many people? That's another thing. People seem to forget that there are factors that we use to actually work out your budget.
Okay.
So the number of guests, the type of event you're trying to have. Is it going to be a luxury event? Is it going to be a simple event? What event is it? Is it an engagement? Is it a wedding? Okay. And also, is it going into the night? Obviously, if it's going into the night, you need lighting effects. And that too is another cost. What kind of food are you trying to serve? If you're having a buffet, are you having a basic buffet, maybe 2 proteins, 2 carbs, or are you serving prawns and lobsters and caviar? Yes, because all that contributes to the cost of your event.
Oh, wow.
Are you serving champagne? Obviously, if you're serving Moët, it's definitely going to put you on a high budget as opposed to serving non-alcoholic sparkling wine.
And that's your job. You take care of all those things once they pay.
Yes.
Wendy, let me bring you in, because when it comes to decor as well, I've been to some wedding receptions and I'm like, oh my God, the place is totally transformed. Recently, I went back to the same place and I couldn't believe that it was that same place they transformed. So I'm sure that a lot of work goes into that, and that also comes with a lot of cash.
Exactly.
So what and what would I need to have if I want Wendy of Decor Talk to take care of my decor for me?
Okay, so this is what I say to people. Just go with your budget. We can work out something within your budget.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, it must be a realistic budget. For example, and I say this all the time and they laugh, I'm like, you cannot come to me and say, I have $5,000 and I want to buy a Range Rover.
Yeah.
You and I know that will not work. But there are other cars that you could buy. So you would have a car, they would all move, they would all get you to your destination, but the price tag is different.
But I still want to get married and I want a flashy wedding. What is flashy wedding anyway?
No, what is flashy? Because again, it's very relative.
Okay.
What is flashy to you might be very basic to the next person.
Pressure.
It's not pressure. Just go with your budget.
I don't want to go with my budget, Wendy. I've seen nice stuff on social media. And so I'm going to start off from the beginning. I see people do pre-wedding photo shoots. I don't know if Jojo ever did that or if Vicky, did you do that? You never did a pre-wedding?
No. It's the new thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a new thing. Who came up with that thing? I've always wondered. David, you know who came up with it?
For me, I think, like she said, you need to watch your budget.
Yeah.
But for me, it all boils down to planning. You know you want to marry next year. And you just do some window shopping. Okay, how much am I going to spend for this? So then you start saving towards that. You don't just wait for that day. Then you go, okay, how much? I want 10,000 wedding, I want 20,000 wedding. You will end up.
Oh, as for the saving, you can save, and we'll come back to that. But I want to talk about your pre-wedding photo shoots. What did you do? Did you go and climb a tree?
It was a simple pre-wedding photo shoot. It wasn't. Nothing. We went to a hotel, in fact, a beach house. Had a normal.
So you had to pay for all that?
Nah.
Cameraman.
You know, I'm an industry person.
Okay, so then you didn't need to pay. But there are people who pay.
You have to book the venue. That comes as a cost.
Extra cost.
The photographer, then the team that's going to style you, makeup.
Yes.
Yeah, all that.
Why are we spending... Wait, is it even wrong to have a pre-wedding photo shoot? Do you think?
There's nothing wrong.
But that's extra spending.
It's a matter of choice.
It's a matter of choice. It's actually your personality.
Exactly.
You know, I was speaking to my mom before coming to the show, and she was like, our time, you have to be like 60 plus before you do your wedding.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. You just take your drinks and marry your daughter and all that. And I believe Jesus' time, that's what they did.
But were you there? But you didn't have a pre-wedding.
No, I
photo shoot.
didn't.
Why?
Well, that was about 15 years ago. I don't think it was in existence that time.
It was. I'll tell you.
Well, then I didn't know.
I think pre-weddings have always been there, but now we have access to social media. We are more exposed, so we see these things.
Okay.
Like people would make comments. Maybe people my mother's age would make comments like, "Oh, when we were getting married, it was simple." No, I remember my mother's wedding. It wasn't simple.
A big deal.
It was a big deal, and I remember how she got married 4 times, by the way. So she did the court one here in Ghana, then the court one. Oh, my mother is extra. The court one in the UK, and then she did her Catholic church wedding. And I remember her best friend, the way they were going about picking the bridesmaids' dress. Then I was young. I think it was 87. But I remember.
Even in 87.
Yeah. So imagine that now. And now it's on social media. You will think it's extra.
Yeah.
Look at Princess Diana. She purposely got the longest trail so she could trend. If that was now, we would say she's been extra and she's trending. You see, I think all these things have always been there. However, it's the exposure that we have now. We have access to the internet. We see things beyond what they were seeing then. That is why we are making a fuss. But I think all these things were there.
Anyway, on the screen earlier, you could see some pre-wedding photo shoots, and some concepts are ridiculous. Banana and then recently I saw one with some rubber snakes. I don't know if you saw that pre-wedding photo shoot. They weren't real snakes, but it was scary. They were like
you see, they didn't come for planning from Think Mahogany.
Do you usually advise? Do you advise on pre-wedding photo shoot too?
Yes, I start pre-wedding photo shoot.
I think so.
Sometimes some people, I'm not their wedding planner.
Oh, okay.
I'm not their coordinator. I'm not their designer. But they book me for pre-wedding shoots
and they pay for
to
that?
Style them. Yes, for my time.
Hey, people have money
to style them for pre-weddings.
Okay.
You know, she was saying something. That pre-wedding photo shoot has already been. It's already
been there since.
It's just now we are seeing it because we have social media and everything. Yes, that is very true. But then, if you can't afford it and you think it's actually no big deal, don't feel bad about it. You don't have to really do
your
it.
Friends want to see your pre-wedding photo shoot.
They are not the ones I'm getting married
but
to.
you're on social media. You're probably living
something about styling somebody for pre-wedding photo shoot. For me, I think pre-wedding photo shoot usually is to get you, the bride or the groom, ready for your big day. It's not really about doing that to show off. Some people do it to maybe check their hairstylist, check photographer, check all those things before. So that's the main concept for me behind
pre-wedding. And now we made it extra. Yeah.
Because you want
people are spending so much money on let's travel to maybe Dubai to go and have a pre-wedding photo.
But me, if you ask me, I'll say
But the concept behind it. One, are you having a picture in your invitation?
If you don't, then you need.
Are you doing a photo album for your, let's say, your program?
Okay.
Are you going to put pictures in there? So these are things that people look out for before they go out to do photo
the
shoot.
pre-wedding, but we've gotten it wrong. Right now, the first thing is to post it on Instagram.
I saw someone right now with some guy, I don't know, banana.
Is it the banana one.
Let's see this banana one.
Anita, can you bring the banana picture back?
Was feeding the other person vegetables.
What was that? People who would actually, and Debbie gets that a lot, who would actually bug you if you've not posted their pictures on social media.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Pressure.
We get that a lot.
Which is the pre-wedding or the wedding photos? Everything.
As soon as you're done, when are you going to post my picture? They'll send you messages. How come you've not posted my picture? Let's tell you what. Sometimes they will follow my hashtags and say, how come this person you posted maybe 100 pictures, yet mine you posted 30? Yes.
Jojo, Debbie, that's your picture. Okay, I don't know that's banana plantain, but it's one of them.
No, but that's ridiculous. That's messed up.
I know, but people do this.
It's suggestive, though.
People do that.
Their mindset.
There's even one at a Lotto kiosk or something. I think I saw my producer.
I saw that one there. That trended.
Yeah, and some people climb trees. Like I'm trying to grab the man from the tree top or
you
something.
see, now that kind of person will not. Yeah, that kind of person, their decor will not be what you, Berla Mundi, would like.
Because that's not climbing the tree.
Maybe for them to even go ahead and do a photo shoot means they have the money.
No, but some of these pre-wedding, all you need is
the concept is wrong.
All you need, but there are some people who go the extra mile just to get flashy ones. But let's leave pre-wedding photo shoots and talk more about the wedding itself. Like Jojo said, some people save for years to have their wedding. But my question is, even if you save for 5 years and you have $1 million, must you spend all that money on your wedding? Should we not be thinking about, the marriage itself, the future, children, investing a fund for your kids' education and stuff like that? We seem to get it wrong if we're spending all that money on our weddings, aren't we?
I think for a lot of women it's peer pressure. Because one, maybe I go to my sister's wedding, I'm a lady, I go to my sister's wedding, I see what she's done. I want to beat what she's done.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
it's a lot of pressure on the guys, though.
Yeah. So you guys feel pressure for it?
Of course, because wedding is more about women for me. Because
no, but I have
every woman is in their fantasy world. They are their own Cinderella. They know what they want to see on their wedding day. So a woman will go ahead and plan her wedding even before she marries. She meets a man.
Like from the age 5. From the age 5. That's not always the case. True. Because sometimes I'll consult with a couple where you see that the man is more eager, is more extravagant.
Even if the man
she really doesn't mind.
Even if the man is talking under duress.
Is that what happened to you, Jojo?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you.
Okay, who came up with the concept and everything, colors and stuff? Your wife did?
Well, I was consulted.
Yeah.
And then,
but okay, I think what he's trying to say, majority.
Okay,
so,
of them. Now, what about you? How did yours pan out?
Well,
did you have a big wedding?
No.
Okay.
It's actually 2 families. And,
okay.
No, if it's big or small, it actually depends on the two of you. If this marriage is actually going to work. It's not the wedding that makes it married. Wedding is just the ceremony. It's like you're having a party.
Yeah, but people invest their life.
We are talking about 100, 200, 500 people coming to your wedding to come and do what?
Eat and drink and dance.
Exactly.
And gossip about your gown and makeup.
I've been there before. I've been there before, and I can boldly say that you don't need all these things. Some are very classy. I mean, hey, maybe my next wedding, I'm coming to you.
Hey, hallelujah.
And I want to have it very small and classy. I don't want those like 500 to 1,000 people.
How many people are you wedding? It was just 2 families. So
2 families.
About what,
and
100
my
people?
School friends, about 6 of them. His friends, 6. Yeah, that was it.
What was the reason for having such an intimate?
I think with what she said right now, both parties have to be firm on who comes to their wedding. Yeah. Because if you don't take care, you tell your mother will go and tell, you call the village, call your auntie. My daughter is getting married. She will tell somebody. But then you realize they rent an entire bus.
That's why we started taking my invitation now.
But you know something.
A friend's wedding was strictly by invitation. But I see a lot of relatives coming in, and they didn't have anywhere to see because it was seat numbers. And now it became a fight. That his brother had to now call somebody to bring in chairs and tables.
No, that one they won't have my wedding.
That's why
you invited, they're not
invited.
That's why you need
someone like
Debbie, so Debbie, how do you handle such situations?
I always tell them from consultation that actually make a list. Start with family, immediate friends. If you haven't spoken to somebody for more than a year, I don't think you have friends like that. You don't need to, the one that freaks me, when they put the invitation in their school WhatsApp groups.
I know. I find that very weird. Maybe they're just inviting you to the church, but not the
I hate that. I hate that. Very rude.
Yeah.
It's very rude.
Really?
Yeah. Why should you invite me to the church
and then I'm not part of the party?
Exactly.
Oh, because you just have to come and watch the occasion.
Like I've not seen a wedding before.
Well, maybe you want to. You see, and if I don't send it to the group, you come back and tell me, hey, you are getting married.
No, it's
and you didn't invite me.
It's okay. You should be able to deal with that.
Marriage is not about the wedding. It's about what happens after the wedding.
Cares,
so it's okay.
A lot of people spend a lot of money to do the wedding. Now, when they get home, they are in debt.
That's the thing.
Fight starts.
That is awful.
That's the thing, and that's why I need both of you, Wendy and Debbie, to come in, because I'm sure even wedding gowns alone cost like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 Ghana cedis. That's alone for a gown you wear only once in your life. Okay. And then we move on to decor. And Benji of Tinsel said the minimum amount you need is 15,000.
I mean, I don't have a minimum and I don't have a maximum.
Yeah.
Before decor, you need to get a venue.
Exactly.
And venue is also another cost
Yeah.
altogether.
Yeah.
So by the time you finish, now weddings are probably costing like, what, 50,000?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. More.
And more.
Why?
But you see,
What do you mean,
I keep
why?
saying the same
to
thing.
you, 15,000 is a why. To somebody, 15,000 is petty change.
Exactly. We all
But you
fly
see-
out. Somebody sits in economy.
Yeah.
We're all going to this. In this case, we're all going to arrive at the same. You know, it's not even like
Destination,
decor that
same time.
you say that somebody's own will look nicer than the other one. We're all going to the same place. We arrive at the same time, and yet somebody's willing to pay what, $5,000 to sit in
For comfort.
for comfort.
Okay.
So they put
can
a
afford it.
premium on their comfort.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
see, you would sit back and say, why should I spend so much when we're all going to the same
But
place? We're
social
gonna get
media
there?
is misleading people, and that's what I'm worried about, because there's so many people seeing all these flashy stuff on social media, and they think that, oh, if this person could have it, I don't care what my bank account says, whether it's empty or not, I want it, and they will
that's your
do
problem.
anything, go and borrow money.
I've had brides cry.
Why?
After you've given them a bill, they can't afford it. They actually cry because they are determined to use you. They are determined. They bring all these Bella Niger screenshots.
Thank you.
Arabian wedding.
Pressure from women. Pressure from women. Every woman is their own Cinderella. Sleeping
So they
Beauty.
want-
Yeah.
Yeah,
want
I mean,
their
they
fantasy
bring
wedding.
outrageous inspirations that
Yeah.
they clearly cannot afford. What I do is, when you bring the inspiration, I'll price your inspiration for you. And I'll say to you, okay, based on this inspiration, this is what it's going to cost you. Now, let's be real. How much can you actually afford? Let's do something within your budget. That's when the crying comes in. But I want it like this. Then they start negotiating. Can I pay you what I have now, and then after the wedding pay?
Do you take installments?
No.
I won't
After
be-
somebody's
You've had
wedding,
fun.
you're going to spend your whole year chasing
Chasing.
them.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
but
also brings
they
me
still
back
want
to
their dream
never
wedding.
Borrow,
No.
It brings me back to never borrow to
That's the
marry.
thing.
Yeah.
Once
You
you
borrow to
finish
marry, you
having
end
the
up
fun.
paying for like. For me, when I went for counseling, they said the marriage itself is the first 3 months of the marriage, because you need to learn how to manage all these things you owe. How do you handle it when somebody comes to ask for their money? How does a woman relate to you when somebody comes to ask for the money? It brings petty fights in the home. If you don't take care, your marriage will not last 3 months. But marriage is over.
So that's why we're asking, are all these expenditures even important? Because at the end of the day, what's the guarantee the marriage is going to work?
You know, you asked a question earlier. Your question was, why save $1 million and use all of the $1 million in the wedding and not think about where you're
future.
going to live?
Yes.
And all that. Now, if you actually do that, then you are foolish. Sorry. But if the $1 million is specifically saved for the wedding because you've already got a mansion, you've already got a plan, insurance, and all that for your kids, then please, by all means, spend your $1 million on your wedding. You see, priorities. I get people and I'm like, sometimes I say, you don't really need to spend that much on your wedding. I personally, people always ask me, oh, so would you have a big wedding? And I say, no, I'll get married on a Tuesday, so nobody even knows I'm getting married.
Really?
Yes, and I don't want the decor that I do for people. But that is not because I can't afford it, but that's my taste and that's my choice. And I'm somebody that I don't like too many people around me.
Of course.
So again, I wouldn't invite everybody. You see, but then, and I always say, when we are having conversation as girls, and then I'll have this wedding, I'll have that, we forget we are not marrying ourselves. This man we are going to marry, he's also coming from a family. Maybe he's from a big family and they all get along, so they'll all be there. And maybe too, when God answers my prayers, you'll be from a small family. And not so many of them will be there.
Saying is, I want my wedding to be this. I want my wedding to be that. I want.
No, that's why she's saying that if she finds someone who...
It's all about every woman has planned their wedding.
But who is the wedding for? This is the woman anyway.
Well, it's not.
No?
I'm telling you, some men are very hyper about their weddings. So, and I'll tell you what, it depends on their clique.
Okay.
That's another thing.
True.
So if their friends, maybe their friend's engagement was last week and it was, let me use the word, it was lit.
Lit, yeah.
They want theirs to be
Later.
better.
Yes. So then they'll do anything to make it
exactly.
work.
So it's not always. So you, Jojo, maybe you should even get up. It's not always about the
But
women.
you're just telling.
No, but the men are
my wedding will be
Yes,
this,
the men
my wedding
are.
will be like, and if I find a man, what about
But
what
that's
the
what
man
she's
also
saying,
wants?
that
That's what
hopefully,
she said.
if God
It
answers
could
her
happen,
prayer,
yes. That the man is from a big family, so she's putting all these things.
For me, if I had my way when I was getting married, I would have done maybe something small, go to court, sign, and do some small party. But the woman said, "I'm a Christian. I want a church wedding." That's pressure. It means you have to go and rent this, rent that, rent a. In fact, even cars.
Yeah, it's true.
Another cost altogether.
Range Rover. I mean, they're all expensive.
Hey, then your taste was high. You weren't joking.
People see all these
Very
pictures
important.
on the social media and they don't know the story behind
it.
You know, why the person is actually doing it that way, and then they give themselves serious pressure. You know, but there are couples, maybe the woman has gone through a lot and the man really has money and he's so much in love with this woman and say, oh, I really want to show this woman off that
Exactly,
lifestyle. You know, some men will want to do that. Do you know that? I recently saw it. I didn't know we even during engagement you have to actually cut a cake. I didn't know.
Oh, but
I was
it's become
surprised.
a common tradition
Why?
now.
Really?
For what?
Well, especially the Nigerian weddings, they do cake.
That's the thing.
But they're not the ones giving us the pressure.
2,000 guest
No, we
wedding.
are giving ourselves the pressure. We are copying because Princess Diana wore this long, what do you call it?
So
my
now
wedding,
people
because
are-
I see myself to be a princess, I want to wear such a long dress.
But even
and
this,
look this
even
way,
this
get
cake
that
thing at the
color.
engagement, we've adopted
looking at
that
what's on
as
TV
well.
right now. It's very beautiful. I mean,
You see,
back
but you
in
can
the-
imagine
back
how
in-
much it costs.
Back in the days, I
No,
used to
but
shoot.
can't
I used
you
to
see
shoot
the
weddings
royal
back in the days.
stuff with it?
It was very affordable, but now wedding to shoot a video for a wedding, you can't afford it.
It's like a whole movie altogether.
telling you.
So you see, after all this, is it even necessary?
So imagine,
because half of the
so you're
time,
paying. Hey, so with the budget
Maybe
that's
they're
coming to you, does it
50K.
have video and everything? Is that video coverage and everything inside the package that's coming to you?
It depends.
I see.
on what the person wants.
So basically, you know, I provide 3 services. I do planning, I do decor, and I do coordination on the day. So some people can come to me and say, I want you to plan my wedding, but Decor Talk, I really like her decor. So I would like Decor Talk to do the decor for me. Absolutely, I don't mind at all. You just pay me for planning your wedding. We would have Decor Talk do your decor. And then on the day, I'll coordinate the day, make sure that all the vendors are on time, they're delivering what you've paid them for. Things are going according to timeline and all of that. You're managing every situation on ground so that the client just enjoys herself. Then somebody can come to me and say, I've already planned my wedding and I want to just coordinate on the day for me. I'll do that for you at a fee. That I charge based on your number of guests coming. Then somebody can come and say, I want you to do my decor. And again, that too, I'll charge based on your number of guests. If you want natural flower centerpiece or artificial flower, if you want smoke machines, smoke, and now you know we have all the smoke and
recently
and fog, yes.
Recently, I saw this ball. I don't know if you coordinated. Yeah, with the violinist inside.
Oh, yes.
It was
this one from South
beautiful.
Africa.
It is.
Oh my god! And I was just wondering how much.
Berla Mundi is going to have the $1 million wedding.
Because
She got
fire tycoon levels. Listen, it was beautiful. I was checking to see. So let me start calculating. If I have this ball plus the Charlie, it will cost Debbie. But my question is, at the end of all this, half of the time, some of the people get divorced. So what are we not doing right? Is this even necessary?
No. Divorce has absolutely nothing to do with your wedding party.
Are you sure?
Wait. You decided to get married. You are married. I don't think if we go to court now to go and find out divorce rates and the cost of people's divorce, I don't think the wedding is the highest case over there.
Well, won't necessarily say wedding, but sometimes, you know, they say you see the signs, you know that you two are
Oh, that one you see
and
the
you went
signs.
ahead and still had a lavish wedding, and 3 weeks later we're hearing you don't want to be together again.
It could be
It's not
various
really
reasons
the,
why. Maybe they were not getting along. Maybe somebody cheated, or maybe somebody had a child and never revealed it.
Why are you looking at Jojo?
I'm not looking at
Joseph, faithful, ideal man for all the women, please. Stay
I'm
So
taking.
there could be many reasons, but there's something I always say to people that the larger the wedding, the shorter the marriage. And I'll tell you that. This is from observation.
Okay.
The people who do very simple weddings and are very intimate, you can tell that this is genuine. Then there are the people who are doing it just for the show. You can tell. When people come from consultations, I mean, the way they relate to each other, the things they agree and disagree on, body language, you can tell when there's a vibe.
Okay.
I've had brides, actually I've had a bride cry the night before the wedding to say that the man's mother doesn't like her. They've had problems all along. They have a child now, she's 3, and they're divorced. Why? The mother didn't like her.
And she saw that.
She saw that, but then she hoped that when they get married, it would change. But he was a mommy's boy.
Did they have a lavish wedding too?
Oh yeah, it was quite a big
quite-
wedding. But you see, it wasn't the wedding that was the cause of that breakup. There was an issue. That's what I'm saying. There's always an issue. So it's not the wedding. So when people say, oh, they had a big wedding and they broke up, what's that got to do with anything? They had issues and they broke up, not the big wedding.
No, but sometimes there are people who spend so much money on the wedding and they get home and realize they're broken. That's what sparks.
They get home and they know they're broke when they're getting
Well,
married.
yeah, because okay, yes, but then that sparks the whole tension because
So it sparks the tension. It's dealing with the tension that is the problem.
Yeah.
and not the wedding.
No, because there could be other things in the marriage that could give you tension as well. How are you going to handle them?
Because if my husband says, I'm leaving you because we had a big wedding,
Because you never loved me. No, because you didn't advise me when I was spending all that money.
oh, are you
dancing.
foolish? Then
And we
you're
were
not a
doing
man
this.
for me because
You didn't.
you shouldn't even, as a man, the head of my household, you shouldn't tell me you told me what?
No way.
No.
The thing is, I don't
You're
think men
Eve.
should. Men
So you
shouldn't be pressured. Men
No.
shouldn't be pressured to actually have a big wedding because their woman wants it. You know, if the man really wants to have a big wedding, I think it's a plus for you, the woman. Actually.
Maybe the woman doesn't want a big wedding.
Sometimes
Well,
the man.
I've seen
wants
women,
it.
yeah,
Men are
most.
pressured by women.
You
I
keep
want
saying
it.
this.
I want
No,
it.
is this
I
from
want
personal
it. No, I'm telling
experience?
you, I want this color thing for my wedding. I want this, I want that. It's all a woman thing for me. And it's pressure, Shadi.
It can be.
Ask, if you like open the phone line right now, ask 70% of the guys I will call you will tell you.
They'll say the same.
Yes.
I'm sure
Why
we'll
do you
activate
allow
the phone
yourself
lines
to
in a
be
bit.
pressured?
Yes.
That's what I
No,
understand.
maybe you don't feel it. But you want the best.
You want to please a woman.
No, you want the best. It's your special day. You want the best for both of you. So
You go ahead.
Why
did you
Even
say
when
your-
it's going
your
eating
special
into
day?
your
It's not two of you.
but to borrow to
one-
buy
There's one thing I always tell my clients. When is your wedding? You know, sometimes you ask them, what is your budget? And they say, oh, we don't have a budget. I'm like, oh, so it's an open check, like you can spend $1 million.
wrong.
That is wrong. You should be able to tell us. And I tell them this, that you know something, between now and that December that you say you're going to get married, you know how much you're earning.
Yes.
You know how much is going to come to you. So you should be able to have a budget.
Yes.
You see, so you are a man and maybe you are footing certain bills. You should be able to say that, look here, this is how much money is going to be able, I'm going to be able to
spend.
have by the time I've taken out my rent, my bills and everything. We're getting married in December. I can't raise more than 10,000. So how much are you also bringing on the table? And then you put it together, because if you're not able to do these things before the marriage, trust me, there are going to be issues in the
a lot
marriage
of them.
that will let you break up, and it has nothing to
What
do
if
with
she
the
doesn't have
wedding.
anything to bring on board? She doesn't
Oh,
have-
then
If she hasn't got anything, then
what are you doing? What are you doing
To
there?
either accept a woman who won't bring
isn't
anything to
bringing
the
it.
table.
Women are fishing low.
If you are comfortable with that,
Stop being
that's
misogynistic here. I'll come to Aku, Nashika actually in a bit to ask her, because like I said, she is a divorcee, and sometimes we wonder, so after you've gotten divorced, do you look back and regret, you know, getting yourself involved in all of this? But this is the late afternoon show. I'm sure we'll open the phone lines in a bit as well, so you can also call in and ask your questions or contribute. And so we'll be right back. Keep watching.
I love my cocoa. It is niche.
Niche milk and dark chocolate are for people of all ages. For bulk purchase and enquiries, contact us on 020-700014 or email us at confectionery@nichecocoa.com. Check out our website www.nichecocoa.com. Niche, taste of Ghana.
Hey, Nasco here, Nasco there, Nasco everywhere. Oh, my Christmas gonna be fun with Nasco every day. Yay! Dashing through the store for my Nasco holiday. So many things to choose. Yeah, titi swama, yay!
Don't miss out on the best Nasco deals this Christmas. Yeah, titiso, big discounts. Buy a Nasco gas cooker for just 499 Ghana cedis. Nasco double door fridge for 899 Ghana cedis. 32-inch Nasco TV for 775 Ghana cedis. Nasco 55-inch satellite TV with DSTV Zappa for 2,399 Ghana cedis. And so much more. Yeah, titiso kwata kwata. Be a part of the Nasco Ya Titiso promotion. For all these discounted items and more at all Nasco showrooms and authorized retailers, or call 0503 400 300 for more info. This offer is while stocks last. Nasco, bring home happiness.
We are different people, but we are all connected by blood. When you save a life, you save an entire generation, including yourself. Be the reason why life continues. Donate blood on the 14th of February 2018 from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Save a life, brighten lives.
You're welcome back. It's still the late afternoon show on GH1 TV. We're talking weddings and whether it's even necessary to go through all, the series from pre-wedding to engagements to wedding decor, everything. Just that at the end of the day, maybe the marriage won't work, and you ask yourself, why did I even bother? I'm here with Wendy Donko, CEO of Decor Talk. I'm also here with Deborah Jane Nelson. She's the CEO of Think Mahogany, a wedding planner. We still have Jojo Asabre, who is a happily married man for the sake of TV. Hello to Mrs. Asabre, we're just kidding. And also, I do have Victoria Nashikakwe, CEO of Navic Company Limited. And I was going to throw a question to you. But yes, the phone lines are being activated right now. You can call and ask a question or share your opinion with us. Now, you got divorced, I don't know after how many years. You were married for 12 years? Yeah. So why did you let go? 12 years?
Exactly, that's the question.
Oh my God. That was long.
So you see, it's actually not about the wedding.
Yes. Okay.
It's about the person you get married to. At the end of the day, one thing we women, we forget is that at every stage, men change. We women too, we change. So if we are not compromising, even if you are 15 or 20 years, you will get divorced.
Really?
But the thing is, my own wasn't, what do you call it, late. I should borrow your word. It wasn't like that, but it was just family, quiet. And even if it was flashy, and I'm still supposed to be there for 12 years, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
If my husband can afford a flashy wedding, and I'm going to get, because we have the intention of getting married to forever.
Exactly.
We'll stay forever, have a good relationship, take care of our children, do this, do that, build and all that. But we are humans, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Did you have any regrets, after? Concerning, the moments when you said I do, and you probably felt maybe this wasn't the right thing for me, but I still went ahead with it.
Oh, this is so funny. 12 years, I still don't remember some of the things that happened that day.
No?
Yeah, no. If it's maybe 5 years, but 12, come on, start counting.
Oh, me, I remember.
12 years.
Every step of the way. I'm petty like that. I remember even the color of
you go through, hassles of trying to get land, build a company, you might not remember everything.
At all.
No, you will remember some, but not all. But then me sitting right here, Never. I've never regretted.
Ever?
Never.
If you had a lavish wedding, a very big one, you spent a lot of money, and it still didn't end well, would you regret that?
That, I think so.
Yeah, you see?
If you earn more money now, I don't think
that money could have done something.
No, and now I think there is more money than before, so
exactly.
I don't think I will.
Okay, I have a caller, Pfizer, I think. Vida from Kumasi. Hello, Vida.
Hello. Berla.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us. You're calling from Kumasi, right?
Yes.
Okay, Vida, do you have a contribution?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to tell my fellow ladies, I am married, but I want to tell my fellow ladies to seek the opinion of men before. One thing we women have done is plan the wedding alone. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, without involving the man whose money is more into it than us. So it's just what I want to say. We should involve the men too, so that sometimes when they come in, they help shaping it. Instead of us spending, they can at least tell us something a little bit to make our minds come that it's a forever thing. We shouldn't think about spending our all in just one ceremony with people coming to eat and go. But we should plan that there will be kids, and then you have to take care of them, take them to school and all that. So that's all.
Did you have a big wedding or a small wedding?
No, it was a small wedding.
It was small. Was it by choice or?
It was by choice because he couldn't afford it. But I was thinking about the kids. I was thinking about what I would want afterwards, my cars, I would want I could just take some of the money for him to buy that for me, and I got that I wanted to.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Mabel on the line. Hello, Mabel. Oh, we've lost Mabel as well. Well, try and call us. The numbers are on your screens right now. But she also said quite a lot. Nashika, you want to?
Wouldn't you rather want to have cute, classy wedding, and after the wedding, maybe 2 years down the line, you are driving in G-Wagon? Or you prefer using...
What would you call a cute, classy wedding?
But you're talking about just the families and few friends, maybe 10, 10.
Wedding.
Well, sorry. Let me just catch you quickly. I have a caller. Mabel? Bismarck is on the line. Hello, Bismarck. Hello?
Hello.
Miss Maku, hi. Thank you so much for joining us.
My name is Eresi. Hello.
Eresi. Okay, Eresi. What do you have to say?
I think trusty weddings is... Hello?
We're listening. We can hear you.
I think about weddings is more of the women. The men also like flashy weddings. Because I have a friend who also likes flashy weddings. We are planning his wedding. And everything about this is very, very flashy.
Yeah.
So when they make it look like it's women that like flashy weddings, cannot be fair to some of us who are not married.
True. Anyway.
So, to me, I think wedding in general is both sides. Everybody wants something that people will talk about it for a very long time.
Okay.
That's my little opinion.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. You were going to jump in there.
I was going to say that.
Oh, Roberta is on the line. Sorry. Roberta.
Hello.
Hi, Roberta. Thank you for joining us. What do you have to say?
Hello.
Roberta, we can hear you. What do you have to say?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, but yes.
So Debbie said something. You're talking about classy small wedding. He said, what is a classy wedding? Because that could even cost you so much more. If you're having a classy wedding for 50 people at Labadi Beach Hotel or any of these 5-star hotels, and you're paying what, $70, $80 per head for food.
That's just like,
you know. And again, she says something about family. You want a small thing, and you're going to marry somebody from maybe Asante Hine's family. Surely forget about this your small wedding thing.
You have
because
to
it's not going to happen.
It actually depends on the on you.
Oh no, but sometimes the family wants a big wedding. No, you know how they say African weddings are not about two people.
If the family will pay for it,
no problem.
Then I don't have a problem.
Yeah,
and that's the thing, because most of these big weddings, sometimes it's the family that's paying for it, and we see it on social media and we get excited.
Exactly.
I have Veronica on the line.
Can't pay for it.
Hi, Veronica.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for joining us. What do you have to say, sweetheart?
Okay. Please, I want to speak to you.
You want to do what?
I want to speak to you, yes.
Tree, okay, go ahead.
If I tell, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, good afternoon.
Many Jimo program no pa.
Yeah, that's it.
Many the way we handle program no.
Me that's it.
Sister back no kasiye no.
Pasha, your friend and Debbie.
In fact, when they na ya mo ye decoration na yes papa. But I think say who musica I was saying to me and one kasa one ho den dey. And say me my 22 years.
Wow.
By me nyane sa.
When nyane sa say as in senior nka wo pe no.
Me nyane sa, but I think say to break a relationship no and see expenses now over your wedding no.
Okay.
It depends when you anyhow blabon be come. If me feel say so cannot be near and never when you are there. Once say you we are not for Kenya because sometimes me shamo wedding pictures na ya muchaba na Nigeria for their answers.
Pressure. Missy. But all the bottom. Thank yeah, that's it.
I did about person mechanism. I quite see the no. You depending on show no. A foot na ye de
Ampa.
And only your main issue what say you share no pa.
Okay. Me pacho, yeah, that's why. Thank you very much. And so the show part is what I'm coming to, because I hear that people pay bloggers, and there are people who say, "Hey, if my picture doesn't appear on Berla Niger, then no, it's not the wedding of the year." And people go different lengths just to get that to happen. And Debbie, like you're saying, people say
it happens a lot. So again, sometimes I have people contact me where I didn't do the wedding. I had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the wedding. They'll send me pictures and offer me money to put it on my page, so that, because you know in Ghana I have the highest social media following, so so they actually pay for me to put their pictures on their page, and it's no, I had nothing to do with your wedding. Why would I put? Because then I'm advertising something that I didn't do
exactly.
So that it's a complete no. But if you want to pay me, and I've done it for people, where, okay, then we'll publicly say I'm your publicist. Then that one, I come to the wedding.
Okay.
And I take pictures from the wedding. Then that is a different thing altogether. I've turned people away too, because, again, I'm a brand. I would not want to put things on my page that really are not up to my standard.
Exactly.
So those people, sorry, but I'll turn you away, because, again, I'm trying to build a brand here. So I need to maintain a standard. And again, a lot of people are going into events now. That's why Wendy and I started the master class, where we actually train you to deliver quality. And before they come to master class, they have a whole different concepts in their minds of how to execute events. When they come, they actually understand the business of doing events. They go out there with a different mindset. And the thing is, this event industry is generating income for people. It's creating jobs.
It is.
That is why when people come to me and say, "Hey, there are so many event planners, why are you still training them?" I'm creating jobs. So it's okay. And then exactly, and then I don't want people just doing things. So, but then coming back to this trending thing, people want to trend. People come to me and consult, "Please, I want my wedding on Berla Niger."
Exactly.
They say it's from jump, and then you have the people who would say to you, "Please, I don't want my picture on social media."
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's the people who can even afford big weddings that don't want their pictures on social media.
Like me. Thank you very much. Our time is up. We have to go. But this has been really fun. And definitely one of these days, we'll delve into divorce proper and have people share their stories so that you out there can also learn from it. But if you're hoping to have a wedding, of course, I think Mahogany and Deco Talk are definitely here. You can find them on social media as well and get in touch. If you want to know how to make your marriage work, Jojo Sabri is here. And if you need some advice as well, if you're going through tough times, of course, Nashika is here as well. But thank you all so much for joining me. And hopefully we'll get you all back again for another discussion.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I hope you enjoyed today's edition. My name is Berla Mundi. This has been the Late Afternoon Show right here on GH1 TV, brought to you by Niche Chocolate, of course, Taste of Ghana, and also Electroland Ghana and Furniture by Lifestyle Gallery. Again, special thanks to Benji Boating of Tinsel Style and Luxury for setting this up, and special thanks to Sima Brew as well for the bridal gowns and my dress as well. I hope that you can catch the repeat at 10 p.m. today on GH1 TV, and it will be online as well. I wish you a good evening, and I hope you enjoy the weekend.